If you're over 60 and waking up tired every day, it might not be your age. It might be your habits. Mornings are powerful. The way we begin our day sets the tone for everything that follows. Yet for many people over 60, mornings have slowly become something to just get through. Rushed, tiring, even draining. But what if the reason you feel tired or weak isn't just aging? It's your habits? You see, after 60, the body changes in quiet but important ways. Our digestion slows. Our sleep patterns shift. Our joints need more care. Our minds need more calm. So the habits that worked for us in our 40s or 50s might now be quietly making us feel worse, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The problem is, these habits feel so normal we barely notice them. But over time, they add up. A little stiffness, a little brain fog, a little low mood, and suddenly our mornings and our lives start feeling heavier than they need to. This video is about awareness. It's about reclaiming the start of your day and making it work for you, not against you. We'll walk through 10 common morning habits that many people over 60 do without thinking. Habits that may seem small, like skipping water or watching the news too early, but that quietly weaken our body and mind day after day. The good news is that every one of these habits can be gently replaced with something better. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to make a few intentional changes that align with what your body and brain need now. So if you've ever woken up tired after a full night's sleep, if you felt weak, achy, or low before the day even begins, this video might explain why. Let's take back our mornings, one simple habit at a time. Habit 1. Checking phone. First thing. It's become second nature. You open your eyes and your hand reaches straight for the phone. Emails, messages, headlines, notifications. It all floods in within seconds. But here's the truth. Checking your phone first thing in the morning can quietly weaken your mental and emotional state, especially after 60. When you wake up, your brain is still transitioning from rest mode to alertness. This period, the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking, is when your mind is most open, most sensitive, and most easily influenced. And yet we often fill it with negativity and noise. News headlines are full of stress, social media that triggers comparison, emails that create pressure. Even just the screen light can jolt your nervous system. This constant input immediately puts your body in reactive mode, not reflective mode. Instead of beginning your day with calm or intention, you start with cortisol, the stress hormone, already rising. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, anxiety, and even a loss of focus throughout the day. So what's the better option? Give yourself the first 30 minutes of the day without a screen. Let your mind wake up gently. Stretch, drink water, sit by the window, pray, meditate, write in a journal, whatever feels nourishing. Your phone can wait, the world can wait, but your peace, your clarity, that needs to come first. When you start your day on your terms, not your phone's, you take back control of your morning and you start building strength from within. It's not about rejecting technology, it's about protecting your mind. And the first few minutes of your day are some of the most valuable mental real estate you own. Don't give it away for free. Habit 2, skipping water. One of the simplest and most damaging habits after 60 is this: starting your day without drinking water. You might think, I'm not thirsty in the morning. That's completely normal. But here's the problem. As we age, our sense of thirst weakens. By the time we feel thirsty, we're often already dehydrated. During sleep, your body loses water through breathing, sweat, and basic metabolic function, even if you didn't move much. So when you wake up, your body is already in a mild state of dehydration, and that affects everything. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, joint stiffness, constipation, headaches, brain fog, and even lightheadedness, especially when standing up quickly. It also impacts memory and mood more than people realize. Skipping water in the morning forces your organs, especially your kidneys and brain, to start the day on low battery. But here's the good news. This is one of the easiest habits to fix. Before your coffee, before your breakfast, even before your morning walk, have one glass of water. Room temperature is best. You can add a slice of lemon for taste and extra digestive support. Make it a ritual. Keep a glass on your bedside table or near the bathroom sink. The key is consistency, not quantity. Even just 6 to 8 ounces helps rehydrate your body and signal to your system, we're awake, let's get moving. Over time, this one act improves digestion, circulation, energy, and even mental sharpness. It's the simplest way to feel better, and yet so often skipped. Don't underestimate the power of water. It's not just a drink, it's fuel. And after 60, your body needs all the good fuel it can get. Habit 3, no gentle movement. We all know the body stiffens with age. But what many don't realize is that staying still after waking up might be one of the worst things you can do, especially after 60. When you get out of bed and go straight to the kitchen chair or couch, your muscles and joints miss a vital signal. It's time to wake up and move. As we age, our bodies need more gentle stimulation to get circulation flowing and stiffness to loosen. Skipping even a small stretch in the morning leads to tight joints, slower mobility, and a higher risk of imbalance or falls later in the day. You don't need to do yoga or exercise. Just 5 minutes of gentle movement is enough. Raise your arms, roll your shoulders, stretch your back, march lightly in place. Rotate your ankles and wrists. Even better, do it near a window. Morning light helps reset your body clock. This habit does more than warm up the body. It wakes up your nervous system, improves digestion, and gives your heart and brain a gentle jump start. And before we continue to the next habit, if you're finding these tips helpful or calming so far, consider tapping the like button. It really helps us reach more wonderful people like you. And if this kind of gentle, thoughtful advice speaks to you, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We post videos just like this one every single day. You can also share this with a friend or loved one who might need a little more strength in their mornings too. And of course, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Now let's talk about something else many of us do every morning, often without realizing how much it affects our day. Habit 4, watching negative news. You pour your coffee, you turn on the TV, and there it is. War, conflict, politics, violence, fear. Many people begin their day with the news, thinking it helps them stay informed. But here's the truth. Flooding your mind with negative headlines first thing in the morning can quietly harm your emotional and physical health, especially after 60. Why? Because your brain is still waking up. In the first hour of your day, your nervous system is highly sensitive. When you feed it anxiety, outrage, or fear, your body responds with tension, stress, and elevated cortisol, the hormone that drains energy and disrupts mood. You may not realize it's affecting you, but it can leave you feeling heavy, irritated, or hopeless before the day has even begun. This isn't about ignoring the world. It's about protecting your peace. Try replacing that habit with something calmer. Listen to soft music, read a chapter from a book, step outside and breathe fresh air, or just sit quietly with your thoughts or a prayer. If you want to check the news, do it later in the day, once your mood and focus have stabilized. And here's something powerful. Research shows that just 3 minutes of negative news in the morning can lead to a more negative outlook for the entire day. You deserve better than that. Your peace is not a luxury, it's your foundation. Start your day with something that nourishes, not something that rattles. Your body, your mind, your relationships, all of them will thank you for it. Habit 5, no protein in breakfast. Breakfast is called the most important meal of the day, but what we don't always talk about is what's in that breakfast. And for many people over 60, the problem isn't skipping breakfast. It's skipping protein. Toast, cereal, jam, fruit, even tea or coffee, these are common breakfast choices. They're easy and familiar, but they're mostly made up of sugar or simple carbs. The result? A quick burst of energy, followed by a sudden crash. And as we age, this crash hits harder. It can lead to fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and even poor blood sugar control, which is especially risky if you have diabetes or prediabetes. Here's why protein matters. Protein helps stabilize your blood sugar, support your muscles, and keep you full longer. It fuels the brain, supports healing, and slows the muscle loss that naturally comes with aging. Without it, we lose strength, slowly, silently, every day. So what should you eat? You don't need a huge meal. Even small changes make a big difference. One boiled egg, a scoop of Greek yogurt, a spoon of peanut butter on toast, a protein shake, or a bit of cottage cheese. If you're not hungry in the morning, have something light, but with at least 8 to 10 grams of protein. Try to eat within an hour of waking to help your metabolism and mental clarity. You're not just feeding your stomach, you're feeding your muscles, memory, and mood. Start your day with protein and you'll feel the difference, not just in the morning, but all day long. Habit 6, rushing the morning. There's a quiet pressure that many people carry, even in retirement. I need to get going. I shouldn't be slow. There's too much to do. But here's something important to understand, especially after 60. Rushing your morning can quietly drain your energy, increase anxiety, and weaken your sense of control. When you move quickly, mentally or physically, your body shifts into a stress state. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your thoughts race. Your nervous system activates the fight or flight response, even when there's no real emergency. And over time, this wears you down. What's worse is that rushing often leads to skipping important routines, forgetting medications, eating poorly, feeling behind all day. But the truth is, you've earned the right to slow down. After decades of deadlines, caregiving, and putting others first, your mornings can be yours again. Here's a better approach. Start the day with a few quiet minutes. Sit with your coffee. Stretch slowly. Look outside. Breathe deeply. Avoid multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time. Create a gentle rhythm instead of a mental race. This doesn't mean being lazy. It means being intentional. Even if you only slow down for 15 minutes, you tell your body, we're okay. There's no rush. Let's begin this day with peace. And from that place of calm, everything flows better. Decisions, conversations, energy, even memory. Give yourself permission to slow the pace, because strength after 60 isn't about speed, it's about stability. Habit 7, no mental stimulation. The mind, just like the body, needs movement to stay strong. But one of the most overlooked habits in the morning is doing nothing to wake up your brain. We stretch, we walk, we brush our teeth. But how often do we give our mind a gentle stretch in the morning? For many people after 60, days become repetitive. Same breakfast, same routine, same conversations. And while comfort is good, mental stagnation is not. Without stimulation, the brain begins to slow. You may notice it as forgetfulness, dull thinking, or low motivation. And no, it's not always age. Often it's just disuse. But the solution is simple. Start your morning with something that makes your brain think. Just a little. Try a short crossword or word puzzle, reading a page from a book or magazine, writing in a journal or gratitude log, listening to a podcast, memorizing one quote or phrase, planning your day ahead with intention. Even just 5 minutes of light thinking activates parts of the brain linked to focus, clarity, and emotional regulation. You're not training for an exam. You're keeping your mind alive. And there's something else. Morning mental stimulation also sets the tone for the day. It helps you feel capable, engaged, and more in control, which is incredibly important after 60. You've spent a lifetime building knowledge and wisdom. Use your mornings to keep those circuits lit, not left in the dark. A slow mind doesn't mean a failing mind. Often it just needs a little light. Habit 8, holding in emotions. After 60, many people start to carry their feelings silently. Grief, disappointment, regret, frustration. They build up quietly inside. We say, I'm fine. We stay quiet to avoid burdening others. We push feelings down to stay strong, especially around younger family members. But here's the truth. Holding in emotions every morning can silently weaken your spirit, your body, and your health. Unspoken emotions don't disappear. They settle into the body as tension, fatigue, irritability, even illness. And mornings are often when those feelings whisper the loudest. A quiet sadness when you wake up alone, a feeling of being left behind, a memory that stings out of nowhere. If we don't acknowledge these emotions, even gently, they grow heavier over time. But that doesn't mean you need to break down or dwell. It simply means making space for your inner truth. Try this. Sit for 1 minute in silence and ask, how am I really feeling today? Write it down. Say a prayer or affirmation. Take a deep breath and let the feeling pass through, not get stuck. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is admit, this is hard, but I'm still here. I'm still moving forward. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to feel it, a little at a time. Because strength isn't pretending you're okay. Real strength is making peace with what's real and choosing to carry it with grace. Your emotions matter. Your heart matters. Make space for it in the morning, and you'll feel lighter throughout the day. Habit 9, postponing medication. For many people over 60, taking medication is part of the daily routine. But here's a subtle habit that causes more harm than most realize. Delaying or skipping your morning medications. You wake up late, forget to eat, plan to take it after breakfast, and then somehow the pill is still sitting untouched by noon. But medications, whether for blood pressure, thyroid, diabetes, or mood, are often most effective when taken consistently and on time. Delaying them even a few hours can throw off your body's balance. Blood sugar may spike, blood pressure may rise, pain may return, or worse, the medication may not work properly at all. And for many seniors, skipping even a single dose can cause dizziness, fatigue, or confusion, which leads to more risks during the day. But here's the thing. This habit usually isn't about laziness. It's about lack of routine. So what can you do? Build your medication into a visual and physical habit. Keep your pill box near your toothbrush or beside your water glass. Take them while listening to the same calming song or prayer. Use reminders, even a sticky note or a voice assistant. Make it automatic, not optional, and always take it as your doctor prescribed, with or without food at the correct time. If you're unsure, ask. There's no shame in needing clarity. Your medication is not just a task, it's a lifeline. It's one of the ways you protect your body, brain, and independence. Start your day with strength, and that includes doing what your body needs, even when no one's watching. Habit 10, no meaningful intention. There's one morning habit that's easy to overlook, because it's not something we do, it's something we don't do. And that's starting the day without a sense of purpose. When you wake up and simply go through the motions, when there's no goal, no intention, no reason to move beyond routine, life can begin to feel flat. And over time, this quiet emptiness turns into fatigue, sadness, and even depression. After 60, many people retire, lose roles, or face life changes. The world doesn't expect as much from us, but that doesn't mean we should expect less from ourselves. You still matter. You still have value. And your mornings are an opportunity to claim that. Set a small intention each day. Not a big task, not a long list. Just one quiet thought that gives your day direction. Today I will move with kindness. Today I will connect with someone. Today I will take care of my body. Today I will rest without guilt. Write it down. Say it aloud. Repeat it when the day feels heavy. This is not about productivity. It's about presence. A meaningful intention brings structure to your spirit. It tells your heart, you still have something to give. You still belong. Even if no one else sees it, you will know. You started your day with meaning, and that's one of the most powerful ways to stay strong after 60 from the inside out. Conclusion. So now you know 10 small morning habits that may be quietly making life harder after 60. None of them seem dramatic on their own, but together they shape how you feel, how you think, and how much strength you carry into the day. And the beautiful part? Every single one of them can be changed. You don't need to become someone new. You don't need a complete lifestyle overhaul. All it takes is awareness, and one small step at a time. Maybe tomorrow morning, you'll start with a glass of water. Maybe you'll skip the news and stretch instead. Maybe you'll write down a quiet intention, just for you. And slowly, gently, you'll begin to feel the difference. Because even after 60, 70, or 80, You're still growing. You're still capable. You're still becoming. If this video gave you something to think about or something to feel, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. We share calming, helpful videos every day, just like this one. And if you know someone who might be struggling with their mornings, please share this video with them. Sometimes one small idea is all it takes to bring someone back to themselves. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Which one will you try changing first? You are not alone in this journey, and your mornings can still be beautiful. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.